microphone? Do we have a microphone? I think we do. A little more over, a little more over, a little more over and under than before. Yes. Yes. Okay. Content. Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I? What's going on? Hello to anybody who has jumped in. I'm still getting everything organized. Oh, I forgot about this. How do I always forget about this? Always. Well, you know what? Is it technically forgetting about it if I remembered it? Maybe not. I can't see there at all. There we go. I don't know if I spelled generously corrected, but hey, we gotta try, you know. Music credit attribution is in place. We're gonna just close that out. And I need volumes. I think I want my music just a little bit louder. Nice. Now you guys need some music, so I gotta get you the tunes. Perfect. Alright, you guys got music? Yes, you do. And the levels look pretty good. Kind of chill. I've never checked. I need to check one of these days and see how things are sounding from there, I suppose. Alright, are we all ready to rock? Are you ready to rumble? Copyrighted by the Wrestling Association, I'm sure. Alrighty, oh yeah, Distant Horizons is doing its thing. What the heck is this? Way out here in the middle of nowhere. I can't get out there to find out what it is. Too far away. Okay, get this roof finished. That's today's assignment. That's a little loud now. That song's a little loud. Well, hello, folks, and welcome to ChillCraft. Let me pop out of my head here for a second. Check out our awesome... Oh, wrong button. Nope, still wrong button. Apparently I don't have the ability to... Oh, okay. Something happened. But anyway, I can't move and animate here. But hey, doesn't that roof look amazing? We've done such a good job getting the roof done. At least we've done such a good job getting most of the roof done. Half of the roof done, maybe. So let's finish the rest of the roof today, shall we? I want to figure out why it's doing that with this. It's supposed to have that set up for my free cam, so we're going to have to figure that out later. But right now, it don't matter. Alright, what do we got in our inventory? We've got ourselves a few items here, there, and everywhere. Okay, cool. Cool. Been a week, so Gotta remember where we left off. What was I thinking up here at this top part? Let's go up there and take a look at that. I need to figure that out. Yeah, so here at ChillCraft, we're just gonna chill and enjoy ourselves and have as good time as we can possibly have. That's the play. What, you're telling me you can't place that on that block? Are you kidding me? You're gonna make me do it the hard way? Alright, what was supposed to go up here? I don't remember. And do I want to shave the roof off more, or do I want to leave it there? Let's take a pookie dookie and take a looky dookie. A looky dookie? I don't know the right words. If we shave it off, it'll look a little odd. Kind of flat there at the top, but we could rise it up with a little bit of something or other. Because right now it looks more hot in those windows. Those windows are ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know about that. Part of me wants to continue it, and part of me says let's just flatten it out. So let's try flattening it out. See how that looks. And I think to flatten it out, we'll just do a slight raise here at the top. And hopefully we have enough blocks on hand to do our work. Okay, so if I go to pick block, that's an upside down stair, it says. Well, we obviously probably do not want an upside down stair. Do we want to put terracotta there then? After all, I don't know. You tell me, I don't know. I know nothing at all. Alrighty, and then how do we have it rigged up over here? Please ignore the flickering in the distance. We've got some definite things going on there. I guess it would be something along this line. And then this would be going quite possibly. And then I guess here's the next question. Do we want dark oak along the roof of it, or would we like to do it differently? Hello, Black Belt. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? By the way, sir, I didn't put it in your video, and I hate to be the guy that always harps on you. You're good. I'm glad to hear that. But we got to work on that microphone of yours, man. In that video, your microphone was pinging, and it was very hard to listen to. And I'm going to get you set up with your microphone so it sounds better, man. I don't know what we can do, but I'd sure like to help and get that working better. But yeah, you need to... Well, you don't need to do anything, but I would highly advise we get your microphone tweaked out. I think I gave you a link to that guide. You got to figure out if it's positioning, if it's your software. Do you have your, I don't know if you're using Streamlabs or OBS, but do you have all the settings in OBS to make your voice sound better? I'd like to go over it with you when you get a chance and get that working for you a little better. Because audio is important. I'm changing my Minecraft game directory. Oh, okay. And are you trying a launcher? Is that what brought this on? Or is there something else going on? Make sure you keep all your backups. Keep track of them. I have lost worlds that I can't find now. Like the one I used for my avatar. I don't even know what world that came from. And that's very frustrating. So don't do what I did. Don't make my mistake. Make sure you've got really good records of where you put everything. Have everything all clearly put in folders. Maybe get a backup drive when you have a little money. Definitely worth investing in. Let's try to get this silly thing finished here before we proceed along. Let me know, by the way, if there's any audio issues going on here with the stream, anything that needs to be adjusted. I always want to make sure you guys have a good audio experience. It's so difficult getting these stairs to go where I want them to go half the time. Can I sleep down there? Do you think it'll let me? Let's try. Nope. I can't do it. I can't do it for you. You're gonna have to have some blocks for us to lay on, I suppose. Let me see here if I can do it from here. Yes. Sleeping in the rafters. Alright, thank you. Please forgive the slurping. I got me a vitamin water and I'm keeping myself hydrated and energized. Yeah, with Prism Launcher, I don't know about the other launchers, but I think they all work similarly. With Prism Launcher, you can actually change where your directory is. I don't know what kind of complications you might run across trying to do it manually. Hopefully you have a good tutorial or resources for that. I've never tried that, so I don't know how that's going to go for you. I hope it works though. All right, no, we don't. We've got 64. We're good. Okay. I think for the inside portion, yeah, this probably will be here, yeah. Because I think what we're going to be doing is this. And by the way, I apologize if anybody finds what I'm doing boring. I know we've been harping on this roof for the last 3 or 4, this house probably for a few episodes. I know Boston's frustrated with me. He wants to see me go fight the Ender Dragon and explore the end. And all I want to do is build my house, man. Can't I just build my house in peace? But I do apologize if you find what I'm doing boring. I'm enjoying myself. I don't know if that matters that much, but... Hey, Black Belt, by the way, on farm designs. I guess there's 2 kind of farms right now for slime farms. There's something called an oozing slime farm, and then there's another slime farm that's your traditional... you know, build it in a swamp biome type of thing. Do you have a slime farm, and if so, which one have you made? And do you have any ideas for any very simple, very few resources that I might be able to, you might want to share with me? Having a little bit of issues finding a very easy tutorial with very few resources. I'm thinking I want to get a slime farm in this world. I don't know when, but that's a plan of mine, I think. So what we're going to do is we're putting this roof on, and I'm assuming that we're going to like it. So that's a big gamble because we might not. I cut down the top a little bit because it was just so high. And then we will see how that comes out and go from there. Alright, we ran out of blockies. Let's see what we've got in my inventory. We've got some jungle wood, but we don't have any more dark... Oh, we do have dark oak links. Thank goodness. Okay, let's try 12 more. Anyway, let me know, maybe on my Discord, send me a message or something, but let me know when or if you want to work on your mic, getting that set up for you and helping you out with that. I'd like to get that up and running 100% for you, quickly and easily as possible if you want me to help. I mean, don't want to force it on you or nothing, but I do want to help you out if you'll let me. What do you guys think? I think I like it. But I think that this here is too much. This step here of the of the dark oak. I'm going to try and experiment. I don't think I'm going to like it, so I'm probably going to have to redo it all over again. But that's okay, because you know what? This is ChillCraft. That's what we do. We just do the same thing over and over again and drive everybody in crazy. That's what we're going to do. Let me read. I got some stuff here. I have a swamp one. It's very easy to build. Okay, so you're using the old style. They said something about the newer versions of Minecraft, that things have gotten nerfed on that. Do you know anything about that? I don't know what it is that's been nerfed, but apparently something has been nerfed and the swamp farms like that don't work as well anymore, I guess. I didn't verify this yet, so I'm just kind of curious. But if it still works for you, but you're probably using an older version. No, you're updated, didn't you? You updated to one of the Minecraft 121 versions. So if it's working for you, it should work for me, I guess. Alright, now this is a problem because I don't have a step for this. Okay, so that's what that would look like, which I kind of like. I kind of like it. Not 100% sold yet, but let's go ahead and try for it. And we just need some planks. And I gotta go pick up my pieces before they all despawn on me down there. Alrighty. It'd be something like this if we do it this way. Okay, so this is what we would have. How does that look? I think I'm going to say it's good. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I think that's actually much better than I thought it was going to be. I love working on roofs. I don't know why I like it so much. I have no idea, but I love it. I just absolutely love it. They're always a different challenge that you have to deal with, you know? Plop. That's it. Did I lose all my other blocks that fell down here? I must have. They're all gone. I must have been up there too long. Great. I'm running out of materials. Alright, what do I got over here? Don't have any more dark oak. We've got the whole entire other side to finish. And we need more of the, oh boy. Oh boy, we're in bad straits, folks. We're not in good straits at all. We are really shy on materials, worse than I ever suspected. And that means I gotta go hunting. Well, that's not cool. I got the dark brown terracotta, but what I need is the plain terracotta. I've got a whole entire section, which means that I had to go all the way back, and that is such a long trip over there, and I don't believe there's any ones that are near. And I don't think I want to go do that right now. I guess we can look for swamp biome really quick. I was curious to find out if I had one nearby. We'll go check my box and see if I have any extra stuff. Trying to figure out how I want to put everything in here so it makes sense to me. Okay, so the vines, I think we wanted those for something. Alright, we got a couple of boats here and a fishing rod. How about we do something along... I don't know why I'm carrying around a bucket of lava. Could not tell you, I don't remember. Reading the chat. 121.7. Okay, so it's still working. Okay, I thought I had heard that they had been nerfed or something along that lines. Well, we waited too long, and a lot of our blocks that came down here have despawned on us. And now we have to make a run to go and get some more blocks, because we don't have anywhere near enough to finish the rest of the roof. Unless we decide to change, say, the color. Like keep the roof the same, but what would happen if we chose this red block that we have? Can we do something like that and have a little shortcut? Let's check it out. I've got like a bunch of this red terracotta. Let's run a junk run to our building too really quick. I love the jazzy feel of this music. That's pretty cool. I'm not a huge jazz fan or anything like that, but this is neat. Do you think the house is big enough, Black Belt? Do you think I finally have a house worthy of a YouTube streamer? Or should it be a little bigger still? Alright, well, I'm glad to hear that that's still running even in the newer versions, because that's going to make my job a little easier. Collect a little XP in there. Alright, we gotta go talk to our villagers. Alright, ingredients. I never know which chest is actually the ingredient chest anymore. I've got like 50 chests that have 50 different things in it, and it's just confusing. Alright, set it on the table, and I'll try to remember. My mom wants me to make some brownies. So I guess I'll be doing that a little later. I don't think this was ever meant to be any chest other than ingredient chests, and then it got mixed up. We definitely have to work on our storage system for sure. Alright, let's go to bed really quick. We should buy some carrots too when we get a chance. Because we're getting low on food. What do we got in the food drawer? You know, we can chew on some steak for a while and save the last of our golden carrots. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna try something a little risky. It may take a little more work too. Oh, guess who? Anybody else? How many arrows do we have in us? You know, I don't think that was a very good fight. Alright, any other bad guys hanging around here? Let's see. I want to know how those skeletons spawned out here when there's no... I mean, I do have lights everywhere. I don't know. It's a good question. Okay, let's give this a try. I did not do that fight very well at all. Wait a minute. I heard another one, but I don't see him. Is he in the ground? Let me check. There's no snow. Well, there's a zombie down here, but there's no spider or no other caves around here that I can see. Huh. It's making a noise like there's a spider around, or sorry, a skeleton around one of these trees, but there's no dots on here to show any kind of a skeleton around. Anyway, I don't need to go be fighting those guys. I need to get back to work. Brownies are the best, yeah. Especially certain kind of brownies. Wink, wink, wink. These are those kind in the bag. Alright, I'll need your guys' help with this because I need to convince myself that this is a color that I want for this and that I like this, because otherwise I have to spend an hour-long trip to go look for terracotta. And it will make me cry. I will cry. Seriously, I will. Alright, red. Instead of the other color. Adds a splash of color to it. The red does work with the brown. It clashes slightly with the orange. Whereas the plain terracotta color more complements both the brown and the orange. It has elements of both in it. Hummity dummity dummity. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Let's do a little more. Maybe we'll know if we do more. Let's do this big part. By the way, music is... oh dear. Didn't mean to break that. Music is something about Diana. Oh dear. Brain freeze. Sessions Diana. We've listened to this some time ago, but it's been a while since I put it on. Okay, everything's looking good here. Good. Because I favorited it, so I know I liked it. I'm hoping that I'm going to actually like this color here. I don't like that I keep hitting the sidewalls and hitting that. Alright, we don't want to lose all these bits and bobs that we have here, so let's go down and grab them because we need every single one of those guys. And no, I do not know why they call it Sessions Diana. This is unknown to me. I do not know. Alright, I didn't lose any of the blocks this time. That will be helpful, because I need them all. Alright, we're going to really push it here. We're going to just go ahead and put this in here, and I got to try to remember what the sizing of my windows was. I think this is what I was doing. I had something like that. I didn't want that. Why did you add that there? And in this case, I am going to do a double row. Well, no, I'm not going to do a double row because I don't think I'm going to have a floor coming out here yet. I don't know yet. I have to really think about that. Alright, is that what we did? Did we have it like that? Did we decide that that was too much and fill that in? I think so. Oh, please let me like this. I don't want to have to redo it. It'll make me cry. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's check it on the. I like on the inside. On the inside, it looks pretty good. Doesn't seem to clash too much with the jungle. It does look a little colorful with the oak floor, unfortunately, but I don't actually mind it. A little color isn't a bad thing. I don't know. It's really dipping heavily into the orange there. Of course, we can change. Although that would be a lot of work, but we can change that orange to another texture if we really like the red terracotta. What do we have in our bag of tricks? That's exactly what I'm thinking, guy. Huh. Alright, I need some spruce loggles. But that gave me enough there to help start, you know, getting everything done, which is helpful. Oh, that's right. I was going to take a lion's mane. I'm having a little trouble thinking right at the moment. It's because I didn't get much sleep. Okay, so let's try, say right here, let's just do a split 4, 3, 4. We're just adding in this spruce temporarily to see if there's any reason on earth to go for the spruce instead of now that ties in the brown better down below, so that all ties together better. Let's go ahead and commit to this one wall. We'll spruce it up. Haha, pun intended. I need to go find my spruce. I don't even know if I have enough spruce. And we'll put a bunch of spruce wood in there and see what that's going to do for me. There we go. We've got this, and that is it. That is all we have. Oh, that's the wrong button at the moment. Figure if we do one wall, we'll know pretty quickly if we want to do the rest that way. Hey, you forgot to shut the door. Ah, smack you with this piece of meat. Oh, yes, lion's mane, for sure. Let's have a magnesium while we're at it. My legs are a little bit ouchies. Wait a minute, I think the thing that I'm drinking has magnesium in it, so I probably need more. Don't want to have too much. Okay. Do we have magnesium in here? Yes, magnesium. Doesn't say how much. So we won't take the magnesium, we'll just take the lion's mane. This one doggy is very whiny. But I don't mind it. Let's take a look at this from way over here and see what we think. I think I kind of like it, actually. Oddly enough. But I'm not 100% yet. But I know a way to get there. We might leave the door part the same, or we might not. We might change. Well, I don't want a spruce door. I know that. I might do oak. Alright, well, we'll commit to this one wall, and we'll look around and we'll make a decision. We don't make decisions around here, we make decisions. So if anybody wants to know what that means, I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know what it means either. Alright, where am I at here? Alright, I need some doors. And I do not mean an old rock band either. Okay, I don't like the oak look. What did we use for the, oh, we used dark oak for the floor. Okay, so we could definitely, you know what? I am going to stick with the acacia. I've made my decision, and we're going to go ahead and do the red, at least on this front part. But we might end up having to do the whole thing in the red because we just don't have enough, and terracotta is too far away. Of course, if I was smart and I defeated the Ender Dragon, I would have an Elytra. And then we would be much quicker to do things. So that's on me. But whoever said I was smart? Alright. Spruce goes here. Acacia goes there. That's a very good question. Why did I not leave a window? There's room for one, isn't there? Yeah. I don't know why I didn't leave a window there. There is room to have a window. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't have a window in that wall. Weird. I must have had a reason, but I don't know what it was. I saw the chat move. Somebody's here. Give me a second. I'm in the middle of my vibe here. I did it. What'd you do? Oh, you moved your partition. I hope it works out for you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I might regret it later, but you know what? Having a brightly painted house is not a problem. A lot of people would love to have a nice brightly painted house. And I'm assuming I don't want to have a different colored door here in this wall, so we'll leave it like that. Do I have any glass at all? Did I bring any? Oh, yes, I do. Okay. All right, let's put this all in place over here, and heck yeah, now we've got enough glass to do stuff with. Alright, that can go here, and that can go here, because we don't need it. Yeah, let me know what you did. I'm assuming you mean the hard drive thing, but I don't know for 100% certain. No, I'm not going to put the windows in there yet. I'm sure this is going to be here like this. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to change here. And then I haven't figured out what's going to happen along this wall here yet. It's stymieing me. Should I have, you know... the same thing looking out over the stairs? Or should I just leave it all open like this, you know? I mean, why not leave it open? Then another problem that I've got. Maybe I leave it like this, but now what do I do with this trim piece right here? Because this trim is not working here on the inside for me. I don't know yet, but something will occur. If I do that, that looks weird because now we've got this problem here. What I probably should do here in the stairwell, I should just have, and darn, I'm wondering if it should go all the way across. Thinking what I need is an entirely different colored wall. Or maybe I don't want a wall, I don't know. We've got this transition block here, so we'll have to change. Oh, you know what? You know what? I like that down there, but how does that isn't going to work up here because we've got all of this. But if I run the floor all the way over, perhaps this can work. Perhaps. But then what do I do over on this side? Still have to figure this out. Okay, we'll keep playing with it. I know I'm supposed to be focusing on the roof. Yeah, see, we've got this whole thing going on here, but then that translates over into this stairwell, which does not work. So then the question becomes, what should we do? I'm checking to see what you did, but you didn't tell me yet, so I'll wait until you tell me. Alright, it's about time to go to sleep again. Now the other bit and bob over here would have gone to what? Oh, okay, the edge of this window here basically is what we're looking at. So we would have to replace everything up, yeah, right to there, okay. Which also messes up our window. We'll have to think about this. But I'm going to push it. I'm going to go for broke. And figure out what I can do here. I don't learn nothing by just messing around. I mean, well, we do learn by messing around. We don't learn nothing by keeping things the way they are. You got your Minecraft to be on your hard drive. Okay, awesome. Keep in mind you will have some lag if you're running an exterior hard drive for your normal operations of Minecraft. You're probably going to end up with some lag, so be aware of that. Okay, so here's what we need to think about. I'm wondering if we should split it up and have it go to there, but then what do we want to use inside that area? Now we do have some yellow, which I think is too bright, and we have a lot of this brown, but I think there's too much of the brown. Thinkers. Let's thinkers. We can run it like this, because that trims it out. And then I think I'll get rid of these. Any other dots anywhere? No, we're good. Okay, so that makes that all work. And then we can come along here. And yeah, we can put back our window, because that's now going to fit in here. And it matches the other end, so that all looks good. Okay. And then this becomes whatever it is that I'm going to have to do to make this work good. I do kind of like the idea of having it open like this, but I gotta be careful. I don't want to have a bunch of bad guys coming in and grabbing at me. Now there's something that I saw somebody do, but I don't think I can fit it in here, but I'm gonna try. What they did was they did a bunch of slabs. So I'm going to change my color here to do. I think I've got some over here. Oh, I don't have nearly enough slabs. Okay, well that's easy to fix. We'll do that. See how that goes. I don't think this is going to work, folks, but I got to try. Okay, so let me think. Now, how he did it, he went something like this. But I'm not 100% sure we can step up on that. Let's find out. I think my brain's telling me it doesn't work. Yeah. You can't step up with the space in between it. You have to jump, and I don't want to jump. But anyway, I like the idea of a floating pair of steps. The only problem is, well, yes, as you can see, they're just gonna take up a lot of room. But we will see if this can even be feasible. I think it's not going to work. I think it's a bad idea. If I had an angle or a way to angle it, it might be different, but it's going to go all the way to the fence, and that's just not going to work. not really what I want for the stairs anyway, but I do want to keep them dark oak. I know that much. I'm going to make them dark oak. And I do want to find a better way to do it other than just repeating the same underside stairs. I don't want to do that. So you just have, there's just no way around it because the angle just doesn't work. It doesn't allow for different. Now, can I? Yeah, I should grab this here. So what I need to figure out is, hey, stop that. What can I do, if anything, to make this look a little, we'll use the word sexier. How do I make this look sexier? I don't know, but let's figure it out. Because I don't like how it's looking right now. In particular, that looks terrible. Absolutely monstrosity. I don't like it. What can I do to thin this out and make it look better? What block can I put in there? Is there a block I can put in there that's going to make it look right? I have never tried trap doors. And unfortunately, I have no trap doors. I did not want to skin that tree. That'll kill it, man. We don't want to kill the tree. Well, let me know how that runs for you with your Minecraft on your exterior hard drive, man. I'm going to try trapdoors, but I don't think that's going to be the solution. I got to see if I have a big amount of trapdoors. I don't have any trapdoors anywhere, apparently, huh? Alright. I know I don't want the dark oak trapdoors because they're too fancy. Although we could try them. We don't know till we try, right? Hush, dog. You're too loud. I can't think. Hello, sir. How are we doing today? Are we a happy little villager? I don't think I'm gonna like this, and I don't know what I can do to make it better. But I want to figure it out. We're gonna do it today. We're gonna learn. That doesn't help. Well, that would be okay, except that if you get underneath it, it looks terrible. I don't know how that's going to look overall, though. Huh. I suspect I'll find a use for the trapdoors, but I don't know where that's going to be yet. Pooh. Gotta be something we can put in there. Let's try some fences. Let's swing for the fences. We also have some gates. We can try some gates. No. Yeah, he must have been designing that. The guy I was watching must have been designing it so that you would have to jump. Which is fine if you don't mind jumping up and down. Not so good if you don't want to. Please be the solution. Please be the solution. Please. You know what? You know what? I think. And I don't think anybody else does that either. So I get points for being unique. And how often do I get points for being unique? Not often enough. Alright, let me see here. I want 4 more stickaroos. I think I want a total of 13. Because I gotta split them in half over here. I think we just want the 2 for now. Alrighty, so we have done something different for our stairs. Now we just gotta figure out what the heck we're gonna do with the rest of it. Do I want a window? Do I want a window on one side and not on the other? Do I want the floor to continue over there? Do I want the floor to continue all the way to the edge? Possibly. Let's do that. And then oh, I guess I was putting those in there as kind of an accent every once in a while. I think that's why the polished stuff was there. But for right now, we're just going to leave it like that. I'll try to figure that part out later. I think we're on to something here, folks. Although we're supposed to be working on the roof, I know, and we got distracted. But it's okay. I give myself permission to be distracted. How's that? Okay, so we obviously would not want to just plop the window there, but does that necessarily mean we want this? 'Tis a very good question. But now we could fill that with glass if we wanted to. And we could also add a little bit of structural support too. But then we're not matching this window set up above. Another option, possibly. And that matches what we've got above a little bit. You know what? I'm going to do this. I didn't expect to add like a modern house element to this thing, but I think I'm going to be happier with this. And then along this side, we need a little bit of help keeping people from escaping down the stairwell. So, quite possibly, something along this line. And let's see how that looks from a distance and see if we want to add any more to it or not. I like that. And that gives you this nice little cubby here you can come into and just do whatever you want to do in there. And then of course you still have all your lanterns where you need them. This ceiling is a little odd now, matching to this. So it's almost looking like I should move this over by one, possibly. Matching it through to the floor, I think would be not a bad idea. Just have to figure out what to do with the rest of this. And do I run the beam all the way through or not? Okay, so the beam is just on the other side. It's right here. It might not hurt to run the beam through. Let's run it through and see what that tells us about what we might want or need to do here. We have somehow lost... There we go, we got the piece back. Oh man, that looks terrible. Can I fix that? Do I have any acacia on here? Oh yes, I do. Good. We'll kill the tree and bring it back to life again. Okay, so now what we're attempting to do is finding a little oak for a beam. I'm trying to iron out my design here. Okay. I hear a Trumpy Stompy out there. Don't get in the way of my axe, fisherman. I don't want to get in trouble with your friend out there. Well, we can do it that way. We can make it all reverse side, upside down stairs through here. And that will work to an extent. Dude, you almost got your head chopped off. You gotta be smarter than that, dude. I know you're a villager, but try. No, I think I'll keep it solid. I do like the looks of that, but I think I'll keep it solid. But I'm not sure what texture I want to use here, and so what I'm thinking instead of that is I'm going to use the brown terracotta here. But then we've got this other issue, of course, that now what do we do here? But I think I want to go ahead and run this brown terracotta all the way across after all. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. That's a very good problem. I don't know. If I run it all the way across, it looks weird. But it matches like what we've got over there, but it looks weird. And if I do the oak, it looks weird. I can't win. And I'll just stick with the oak. Final decision. I'm just gonna jump. Hope there's water. Sometimes that's the best way to do stuff. We have lost a block somewhere. Let's try that for now. Call it good. I got my Minecraft. Oh yeah, I already said I caught that. Okay, I read that. I'm all caught up. Alright, so what we're thinking here is that we just run maybe a railing through from here, but then what do we run it against or on? But we could just do glass, like right like that. Now, one of the things we could do is we could run this right here. That frames this window and gives you a nice entrance. I like that little touch there. And then, of course, you have these windows. And then I'm wondering, yeah, I'm going to play with this design here a little bit, but let's get the red in here and see what that looks like. I like how it frames it, and that's a good reason to keep it, but at the other hand, maybe I want to do it a bit different than that. I gotta go get my other materials. I like this though. I hope you guys like it too. Let me know in the comments of the chat what you guys think. I like this kind of taste of modern architecture here, you know. And I want to do this even though that doesn't quite frame it. I like how it reflects the other side. But then the next question is, do I want this solid pillar here, or do I want to put some kind of block here? I don't know what the glass will connect to, but let's get some stuff and see. There's a few things that it can connect to. You're telling me I don't have any tough pillars? Well, that's no good. Alright, what's with the clarinet playing or the oboe or whatever this is? Not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. What about one of these? I saw somebody doing this, and this was kind of cool, I thought. You know what? That might work. I wonder if it would connect and how it would connect if I stuck it here. No. Probably won't do it the other way either. Because of the location of it and everything, it probably doesn't work that way. And I know it doesn't connect to, yeah, it doesn't connect to that at all. So I can have that, but that looks a little odd, to say the least. I don't know any other way to do it right now. I think I like the way with the red and then having this be kind of reflecting it, unfortunately, which messes up the other side. But I just like that better, so I'm going to just stick with that. So that's what we're going to do. Reflect it there. I might even just fill all of this in, or, you know what? What am I thinking? We don't have to reflect the other side. What we have to do is maybe just emphasize this stair box thing that we've got going on here. Right? So that comes out to here. Okay, but then that messes up my little design that I like there. But will that work, having like a two-tone going on here? Can we make that work? Well, it doesn't have to be red. It could be red there and brown here. That would fit the pattern better. Let's grab all of my blocks. We don't want to lose my blocks. We need them all. Dude, the door's open if you want to go work, man. Oh, that's odd. Wonder why that's that way. So here's the crazy idea I have here. We'll see if it works. We're just gonna go all out on this design that we've come up with here with the windows. Just keep this whole part of this house dark. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that way though. Because that doesn't really look all that good to me. I'll figure it out. I don't know how high this is going to go. Alright, now let's go and get those windows put in. But now we're just kind of emphasizing this. The stairwell, but then I really do kind of want to keep this part here red. It's just you can't really do red there. It doesn't really work. I'm sure we'll figure it out, but I don't have any idea right now. This whole thing looks a little odd. How would this look if it was just kind of stopped right there and was like a two-tone window? Does that look better or worse than what we had before? Alright, well that does not look good in that capacity. However, it doesn't have to be a window. We got plenty of light in here now. Oh, we gotta get some more blocks that are kind of hiding on me. Where are these blocks at? Down below? I guess. Alrighty. I like that though. I like the light coming in there. We can just leave this like that, like a blank wall. I don't like that two-tone that well, but we might come back to that later. But for now, I think that might work. Alternatively, we can do half of it in the red. But I kind of like that it's separate from that part there. Okay, what kind of roof do we want to put on this part? That's the next question. I was thinking like a flat roof. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see if we can finish the roof off and maybe we'll get some more ideas. But for right now, I don't mind this. I think it's going to work. I like how this window is just kind of, and then you can come here and look down, and you can just have this wonderful lighting on the stairs, and then you can come over here and you've got like a little area We got the beam following through, which I think looks really good, and then the door going out. And I think that's going to work really well. I'm a little iffy on this little splotch of color here that I've decided on. Is there any way to put my window in it and to somehow frame that properly here with this? Is that even possible? I kind of like how that looks. I think it needs to be, yeah, it has to be there like that. Maybe I will keep this brown, but I don't know if I like that all brown. This is a problem area for sure. I will have to really struggle and think my way through it. Because it is not agreeable at all right now. Boomity boomity boom, bass, bass, bass. Well, there's no reason why I can't do that. I mean, let's just do that for now. I like the extra lighting that gives. I lose the framing that this was supposed to be doing, though. That's the only bad thing. There's no more any framing going on here. And if I use solid, which would work because it gives you a sense of tension and dramatic, you know, going on, but if we use solid, it doesn't look quite right. I've already looked at that a couple of times and it just doesn't look right. Can't seem to make it run or function very well. Just seems like a big blank wall, but that does provide a place for a painting or something to go right here. That would frame in this door. And gives you a little tension going around because you're going into a dark wall. Out into a brightly lit stairwell. This, by the way, doesn't need to be here. Alright, let's see if we can build the roof on this. I think what we're going to need is the jungle stuff. So let's get our load of wood here put away. We're going to run out of glass, but with the villager trades, we should be able to get more. We have to update get our pick repaired anyway, so. I think we're going to be primarily using the jungle right now for this, and some slabs, which I have here. I have no idea if I have enough. But we'll see how far we can get with that. Organization is important so that I don't get confused and forget what the heck I'm doing. Which will probably happen anyway, knowing my luck. Alright, let's see how far we can get with this. We're just going to try and fix this roof over here. Alright, so I guess what we decided was this is just going to be jungle. Not sure of any way to add a little character in here yet. I'll be looking into the dark oak along the edges like we've done elsewhere, of course. Alright. And then what I was thinking is perhaps alright, let's take a look at the general shape of this. See if we're happy with that. I almost wonder if we want to have some kind of an edging or full block. This is going to be, yeah, dark oak in here. But let's get a look at the general shape and size. I think we're pretty close to what I would want in here. We just need more steps and we can get this all tied in with that other roof. Be nice to have that done tonight. All right. I'm also not 100% sure if I should have glass here. Kind of wondering if I should have something different, but I'm going to leave that for right now. I see a block. I better go get it. I don't want it to disappear on me. Alrighty. There we have it. Some jungle wood. May it be enough to do what I need to do. Brown Terranata. Terranata. Oh, really? I think I'm going to like the way I have this designed. It's a little odd, but I think I'm going to like it. I might want to stick something out along that edge. I don't know what will be yet. But I might want to stick something out there. It's all kind of flat right now. And we might want to do some stuff to make it not so flat. Maybe some dark oak stairs would look really good. Entirely possible. I don't know yet, but I'll give it some thought. Okay, let's get this roof finished to the best of our ability here on this side. I gotta decide if I want to put a different block here so that this isn't such a jarring transition. Maybe sneak one line of my terracotta there. And then the next question is maybe I want to sneak that terracotta all the way around or around just along here. I don't know. I cannot say. Ugh. That's gonna break a leg. Okay, so now we got 54. Oh yeah, let's grab the red because we got some more work to do with the red still. I think off camera I should go get a bunch more terracotta. But we won't do it on camera. What do I think of that? We're gonna try it and see if we like it or not. I don't know if I want to lower that down by 1 and have another stripe of this down there. Not sure on that. I gotta really think on that one. If I go down one more or not. Or that will leave it where it is. That just tying in that upper roof is all we're trying to do here. Okay. Pardon me. I wonder if I want to continue the same pattern. Because I might. How would that look? Oh, it'd be underneath this, would be a row of this. Maybe. Well, let's see how that looks underneath. I don't know if we like that or not, if we want to continue that pattern, and for how long, I don't know. See, what matters is how that looks underneath to me. That's another good question. I don't know where. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'll figure that out, but supposed to be some outside trim out here, so I think the windows are going to have to come down by one. I'll have to really think about it. Okay, now how do we solve how this is going to go here? Do we want to move this over at all? And why do I have brown here? Don't know. Not figuring it out yet. But yeah, here we've got our supports. Oh wow, I really have to gonna take a while to do this. And then we gotta figure out the layout here. So this goes up right about here. I'd want to go further back than that. Yeah, it works. Taking a nappy poo. Okay, let's see what we can do here. And I'll bet I have a bunch more stairs. Yep. Okay, what in the world is going on this whoopsie-daisy corner here? I need to get some lighting. I can't see anything under here, so let's carry my torch. Okay, that looks good. That works. Okay. Yeah, we added that little pillar there, and I don't know if we're going to keep that. Then we should have a pillar here as well. The pillar goes back 2 blocks from the bottom. So it goes in something like, well, we'll mirror it for now, but I'm not sure we're going to keep it. And I don't think it's going to be done in that. It's going to be done in red, I think. I think it goes over one more. Maybe we'll leave some of the supports this particular color, I guess. Do I want to have some wood pillars in here, or will that look too, I don't know, rustic? I don't think I want the rustic look. Alright, well that completes that part of it. We still have to put up the dark oak. And we have to figure out what in the heck is going on here with this wall. Because right now we don't have a clue. So that is the same level as the wall here. So I guess that is all what it needs to be. But this two-tone here doesn't match. And we're going to run into a problem if we decide that we want to have, you know, what did I even do for the corners? Was it just the brown? Yeah. So we decide we're doing the red. Now wait a minute, does that mean that that has to be removed? Yeah. So if we do that, we're still having a problem with this. Yeah. And that's an awful bunch of stuff here trying to support this thing. Oh yeah, that won't work. I can't change it there because then you see it up above. I can change this. Well, then that leads me logically to believe that should also be brown, but I don't like that idea. I like it red. Oh man, this is tough. I don't know how I want to do this. This looks weird on this side. You know, when you're going through this hallway. I don't know of any options or choices other than shaving it down and not having so much support structures. Can't find a solution. We're still going to end up with the same problem where we're going to have too much of something or other. We got all this two-toning going on, and that's not helping me any. I think we should think of a different texture for our supports. That's what I'm thinking. Now this is supporting, yeah, it was supporting both sides, but we decided to just have it support one. So then to make that work, we would, I think it was bedtime yet. Well, then the next question is, what do I do with all this brown? Do I just leave this all brown then? Good question. Don't have an answer. Ran out of brown. Oh good, I do have some more, and it should be just enough to do that little part. But I think we're figuring things out. We're getting it figured out. Getting all of our stuff going here. And then if we don't like, if we want to even it out, what we can do, now 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. Well, I assume that that needs to be there, but how? Okay, so it's blocking that window, but we can't get rid of it, I don't. Well, yeah, we can. Because that's going all the way to there. So then we could go right here to the edge of this step. Well, yeah, but now that's blocking that window, and I don't want to block that window. So we'll leave that. I will change the edge of the step to a different color. Please tell me, oh great, I don't even have any of my windows. I don't have any of my stuff. Oh man. I need some dark oak wood. I need some windows. Any other parts hanging around? Okay, I think our playlist ended, and I need to check to see where we're at. Okay, that'll be fine, because that's not going to show up down below, and it will work here in this dark patch. And I'll just go that far. I won't go any further than that. The rest of the floor will stay the same. That should hopefully make for a good transition there. And then that's another good question. Would I like to change this up to be dark oak? But I don't think I would. Well, you need to have it, don't you? No, you don't. No, I want to leave it as is. Okay. Decision made. There we go. We got 5 there, and it's working with those 3 windows right here, and then we can do a couple in here as well. We can go down 1 more for those. And then that should look, yes, that should look pretty good. We got like 3 different colors all clashing here, but there's going to be an edge on that, so you're not going to see that. I think that'll be fine. And now this is framing that, that's framing that. We've got our supports in place. And then we have to decide, I suppose, if we want to make this a different color later, or out of wood, or what we want to do. We don't know yet. I could even make it red. I'll probably make it black, the brown. I don't have enough brown right now, but I'll probably do brown right there. And then this will be red here. And it'll be framed around the top and bottom of the red. I think that's the play. So let's see if we can figure out this roof. We need a bunch of dark oak for the roof. Pardon me. All right, we got some dark oak wood. We will have to grow some more. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I am thinking it's going to be the brown terracotta, which means that I have to go get a bunch more of it. But that's okay, because I can go look for a swamp biome while we're at it. and try to figure out where we're going to go do this swamp biome thing. Okay, so I guess what I'm doing here is brown wood. Or, excuse me, brown terracotta. Kind of like that effect on the edge. Okay, and then I will probably have slabs going here. And connecting around this way. Dark brown one here, I think. And slabs continuing along here. And then some dark oak stairs going up here, I think. Then we fill this in with some of this. And that, folks, should be a very nice, complete roof right there. We can run one more down if we want. We can also remove that additional stair block. Yeah, we got a couple of choices here. I'm not sure which one's going to be the best. This is one option. You know, if we push it back, it would look, but if I push it forward, but I'm not sure is, oh, poo. Oh yeah, that's right where the edge is. So we don't want to push it forward. Kind of want to match this design here. Will it look totally off if we do this? It's a very good question. I guess we'll find out in just a second. Alright, on the inside, that looks like that. Would we? Oh yeah, we could do that over there too and have it on both sides. I actually don't mind that, so let's do it. And figure out how we want to proceed with the rest of this. I'm thinking let's just make that a step. Alrighty, and then we're going to put this in here and call that a day. And there you have it. And we will now do the same thing here. To kind of match the sides. Don't know if I can make it work, but we're gonna try. Tricky, tricky, tricky. And then what would we do here? Would this then be jungle slabs? Is that the plan? But we're slightly off on the other part because... yeah, but we can fix that too. Okay, and then a wrap along the edges. That's not what I want. I want this. I think what we want is this. All right, let's take a look around and see what we've done here. I think that will work. It just increased the width here slightly. Now on this one, we just had it coming down. So it is the same pattern, same design. Huh. Oh, I see. It's another stair. I'm getting a little bit stumped. Okay. So what we've got over here is let's figure this out. So the flat part starts bottom of that, right? Oh, those are the same level, aren't they? Yeah, okay, I got you. I know what I did wrong. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say. I don't know what to do with this roof being a little bit different sized than that roof. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. Oh, okay, I see where the issue is. Okay, I gotcha. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we'll probably make that brown so that will fit all of that. Okay, so somehow this one here, I gotta figure this out. Okay, it's ending right on top, just like that one is ending right on top. And then this one is the same pattern. And yet somehow having a hard time finding it. I know it's there. It's different. I don't know how it's different, but in some way or another, it's different. And I'm not putting my finger on it right yet. I'm trying, but it's just not there. It's one. Man, why can't I see it? It's totally out of my mind right now. I can't see it, but I think I know what to do. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not able to comprehend at the moment, but I think what we want... where's my buttons? There it is. Really? Oh, goodness. Well, let's go to sleep. I don't want to have a bunch of bad guys showing up. What's throwing me is, and it's hard to put it into words, but it doesn't seem like it's quite the same pattern. Because it's supposed to be the lower one. See, this is a stair... Oh, that's the upper part of the stair step, not the lower part. Okay. And that's what we have. Okay, now we got it. Okay, we figured it out. We've got it. It's now all matched. Looking really good. All right, that is some major progress. Okay. Alrighty, folks, as you can see, we have completed now exactly one half of the roof. And this is what we've got so far. If I orbit around, you can see that we have our stairwell right here. That's the start of our storage room under there. We still have to finish these sides. I need to go for a run to get a bunch of terracotta. This will not look like this because there's going to be another floor, so this is going to get moved up. But this is what it's going to look like when we're done on the outside, which I think is a really nice looking roof. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I do not know why this one here is sticking out 2 while this one's sticking out 1. That I don't know. But I'm following the pattern of that roof, and I kind of like it. I like how I did this little round top there. I kind of like how he did that there. I think it's going to be a really nice build when we're all done, and we got plenty of room. So let's do one last thing before we go. I want to see if I have any swamps at all nearby. Because I want to make a slime farm. I want to get a sugarcane farm going here eventually. Let's put some lights up to make sure we don't have any bad guys spawning in here. I think I've got my lights on me. And I'm going to change out all of these support parts for the brown concrete. I think that's going to look a lot better. Alright, that should be enough to light it up for now. I'm really liking how the underside of this is looking. It's coming along really nice. It's a really nice looking build and a really nice detailed ceiling. I'm very happy with the overall, what we've been able to do here. I guess according to this is supposed to be one of those. How about we take these and we change that to just keeping it just flat like this. I can live with that. Yeah, if I want to do it that way. Alright, let's check our maps. We got to get outside the building to be able to do that. So we'll get up here on the scaffolding. What we're looking for is a swamp biome. Preferably one not a mile and a half away. There are two types of slime farms, and the one that I think I'd like to build is going to be the normal standard one, which I guess still works for now anyway. Just maybe not very well, but I don't need a huge amount of slime. Shout out and thanks to Black Belt for the advice and information. This is an old growth pine taiga. Bamboo jungle. Well, I want a different terrain, so yeah, I kind of messed it up by using a terrain generator. It messed things up, made it a little more complicated and hard to work with. Does not look like... Oh, wait a minute. Nope, wooded badlands. Never mind. I thought we were close. We have a swamp, and it's not too far from our... where we have to get our terracotta. I mean, relatively speaking, it's still a big distance. But it's all looks like it's in the southeast. That's a big swamp, so we can definitely make a slime farm there. I probably don't have a swamp any closer than that. That's a pretty big distance. If I can get something closer, I'll definitely look into it. I have to wait for this to load more so that I can see more what we've got. Looks like I didn't push it up here too far. I could go into creative mode and I could push up here and see what exists up there too. I believe I have on here, I have waystones. So what we're going to do, you know what? I don't know why I wasn't thinking this because it's not a vanilla thing, I guess. And I forgot that I added that. We're going to make a waystone. We're going to find out the recipe for a waystone. I don't know if I have JEI on here yet, so we're going to find out if it's there. But we're going to find the recipe for a waystone, and we are going to determine if perhaps... Let's whip together a real quick block that we need here. I don't believe I can access the recipe without JEI, and I don't remember if JEI had been updated yet for this version, so I'll have to look to see. If I type in waystone, it's not going to help me at all. Yeah. So, I don't know, and I don't have the JEI menu here. Pretty sure I don't have JEI on here at the moment. All right. So I'm going to see if JEI has been updated, and if not, I will find a recipe for waystones, and I will create some waystones if I have the materials. And then we can have waystones going to the construction site, going to the terracotta area, and going to the swamp where we're going to eventually have a slime farm. I'll try and build the slime farm on stream. I might establish all the waystones and figure out my building so I can get my materials ready off stream. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging with me, Blackwell. Hope you have a wonderful day, all of you, and I will see you in the next episode. I'm logging out of here because my words are starting to run together, so I know I'm really tired and not thinking too clearly. I'll lack of sleep last night, but hopefully I'll do better tonight. Catch you guys later. Thank you for watching.